So a lot of people's life is they're at a crossroad in their life where they don't know what to do because the path that was laid out long ago, that path has crumbled, rejected, and fell apart. And a new path has been laid out. But a lot of people are not willing to walk it. They don't want to walk it because they're so used to being in the cave to the point where they don't realize that people are coming out of the cave. They're coming out of the darkness into the light. And a lot of people are content with the darkness and they want to stay in it, which is fine. We all have a choice called free will, right? And so, because of that, a lot of these men, I've been seeing videos, black men, okay, who are now talking about exterminating the race of black women. I've heard it from more than one black man on social media already. They want to kill, unalive black women because they can't control us anymore because they're now left up to their own devices to take care of themselves. That proves that you are a child and incapable of taking care of yourself. So you want to unalive a race of women because they won't bow down and submit and give themselves up to you. And the sad part about it, they don't see anything wrong with this. Like, of course, you can't. You're in the dark. You don't like the light. The light is like kryptonite.
You want to know what's really wrong with the black community? Is that the woman is out of her purpose and she's not a helpmeet no more. Yep. She's the enemy. She's more of an enemy than the white man ever has. She's more of an enemy than anybody in history has ever been to the black community because she's the very person that comes in with deceit and looks to use you and then disperse of you when she's done with you. And then she'll move on when it's all said and done and then say, well, what about the kids? Fuck them kids and fuck that woman too. Throw that with the bathwater. Throw the baby out with the bathwater. Start the fuck over. Get a whole new group of women, and then fix the community.
How dare you take away my right to use another human being that I thought wasn't human? How dare you give rights to someone and tell them that they're human when my way of life was built upon their backs? How dare you take away our way of life to deem somebody a human? How dare you? So here's one of the things that this guy said, and there was a lot of people in agreement with them, women as well. Okay, so he actually said, unalive all black women, but we'll keep the black young daughters so we can turn them into maidens and slaves. We're gonna rape them, make them have babies, and have them take care of us since y'all no longer want to do it. It doesn't make sense to let me figure out how to get self-governed. No, I'll just go on the live all the women and make their little girls do what I want them to do. Y'all not see the problem with that? Do y'all not see the problem with that? These are not men. These are psychotic, sociopath people who needs to be rid of.
But I do want to stress this. There's nothing you can do outside of killing the black women we have right now that will make any significant change in our society.
Y'all hear that, sisters? Said there's nothing he can do outside of killing the black women that they have right now to make a significant change in our society. He is advocating for the murder, for the genocide of black women. This is a black man.
Once we see the root of evil, which is the black woman, we have to cut her out. You can't chastise her. You can't punish her. You can't discuss anything with her because she's made it blatantly clear that she does not care about you or your well-being or what's best for you. She does not care about the rightness or the wrongness of anything.
So that's a lot to unpack there.
You know, I don't know if anybody heard, and I know some people probably have, we heard of the slavery thing that they did back in the day, even though I don't believe in the story of the host, but that's irrelevant. But we heard what they did with the cattle, as in the humans, who could not do anything, whether they were see now disabled or just a problem and wasn't willing to evolve or not willing to go with the new program. What they did with those slaves is the men, they castrated them because they were of no use. They castrated them, they got rid of them, they gave them some poison, let them drink it because they were of no use. So what do you think is about to happen in the new paradigm with the shifts? The ones who are going to be left behind, that's what left behind mean. You would be of no use to anybody because you're out here literally sending threats because you can't get somebody to take care of you. Y'all don't think well at all. This is what it said when it comes to the trash, the bottom of the pile, the bottom of the barrel. This is what happens when a lot of these little girls continue to safe haven and cuddle these little boys, and they gotten used to it. So now that you got a lot of women who are pulling their energy back, now they're getting angry to the point where they want to grape and they want to unalive. That's a threat. And to be saying these threats out loud over social media, y'all think y'all not being followed? Y'all think that people are not listening and paying attention to y'all? You really think women ain't ready and they not prepared for that? Because we knew the time was going to come once you pull the power away. But what the world is going to do as a whole is the incapable, the disabled, they're going to be discarded. The new world is about self-governing. It's about self-autonomy. If you cannot have self-discipline and control with what's in your pants because you want to allow that to think for you versus allow your higher mind to think for you, you must be taken out. This is what they do with the slaves who are disobedient. That is disobedient. It's not the woman that's disobedient. Pay attention. It's the woman right now that's really growing and elevating. They're working, they're professors, they're doing this, they're doing that. It's the men that's getting left behind. What do you think is going to happen? The women is rising. We're the power source. What do you think that means for y'all? I'm just saying.